Sienna God, hello all. Excuse me. Good afternoon, and Wado. Thank you for watching. So I'm reading these pages that Copilot, which is Bing's AI, told me to print in regards to how many times, the proof of how many times President Trump was mentioned, and a collective, it was 35 times over a course of thousands of pages for different documents. It was not thousands upon thousands that he was mentioned like they told us, and all that. There were no emails released or anything like that. Please watch all the previous videos so I can hurry up and get through this stuff. So this one is 6/15/2016, and it says the case number, and that is like double printed. So I'm going to show you that. And again, we're going to have innocent bystanders on the side because this is from another news article with the UK Daily Mail. And so anybody who is in anything, any photo or anything that has their name mentioned or anything like that, they're going to be inadvertently, accidentally put into the files. Those people, you can see for yourself if they actually true or entered in there under doing anything crazy town banana pants. You know what I'm saying? And this is from the Black Vault, is where I got my stuff. So it says Epstein's many Hollywood pals, including Matt Groening. Oh, I knew it. Creator of The Simpsons. I couldn't remember. Jeffrey once had me give Matt a foot massage when he was flying on the jet with us. Virginia says he laughed and did drawings of Bart and Homer for my little brother and my dad. I also met Naomi Campbell at a birthday party of hers on a yacht in south of France. She is a friend of Ghislaine's, but she was a real bitch to me. She was very fake. She turned away from me when we were introduced by Ghislaine and Jeffrey. Donald Trump was also a good friend of Jeffrey's. He didn't partake in sex with any of us, but he flirted with me. He'd laugh and tell Jeffrey, "You've got the life." Palm Beach police say Epstein seemed utterly fazed by the allegations against him when they began their long and detailed investigation, and it just dawned on me. In her deposition, or with the court, the recorder lady, they type up the thing and all that. I read that earlier in one of my things. This is the article that they were talking about, or articles or whatever, that she was friends with the person, and she either like took it out of context or either wrote her stuff verbatim. She doesn't know, but she's telling what the lies are in the thing. And here's a lie right here. It says that he flirted with her, but she recants it and says that he actually didn't. That was a lie. I get it now. Okay. In detail investigating the allegation against Wendy. Police say Epstein seemed utterly unfazed by that allegations against him when they began their long and detailed investigation. So here's a photo, and it says Jeffrey's crew, Middle East peace envoy George Michael Wright, pictured with President Barack Obama and U.S. Secretary of State Hillary Clinton, frequently visited Epstein's New York residence. Virginia also claims, but he also took his defense very seriously. Indeed, Epstein engaged his friend, the Harvard law professor Alan Dershowitz, whose celebrity clients have included Mike Tyson, Patty Hearst, Klaus von Bülow, and O.J. Simpson to run his legal defense. Now, all them people are mentioned in the thing, too. You see what I'm saying? He also employed a firm of private investigators to investigate the background of the girls. Detectives painstakingly built a case which they believed showed that Epstein systematically paid teenage girls to recruit other teenage girls to his sex ring. That's what I was telling you about. When do you go from victim to you're implicit in all of these other things, right? In addition, Epstein's defense team agreed to the unusual move of suggesting that the alleged victims sue Epstein in the civil courts. The result was a plea bargain in which Epstein admitted a single charge of soliciting an underage girl for prostitution, a deal which infuriated many police officers who worked on the case. More than 20 of Epstein's girls are said to have sued him for damages. At least 17 have settled out of court. Mr. Clinton, Mr. Gore, and Mr. Mitchell were all contacted about their friendship with Epstein, but declined to comment. So, I don't remember if I read the bottom of this thing. Normally I do it at the end. I thought, I'm doing this a little out of order, reading the Hoodad, but anyway, let me look real quick. I already read that. So you can read the article yourself in its entirety. So, that's why it told me to print that other page, because when I was just like, Trump wouldn't mention that one, he is right here. Because at the top, here's his picture for the clickbait. And right here starts the rest of what they were talking about right here. So his thing should have actually been up here. But as we know, pages don't print like that. When you go to print something out, you remember back in the day we used to use the internet as a source, and you go print it off and it would print funky. Anyway. So it says here, show, but admits the presidential hopeful wasn't going to come on anyway. So this is a picture of Donald Trump and a late night show host. And I don't watch that stuff anymore, haven't for years, and I'm better for it. And you would be too if you quit. And I don't know who that guy is. So anyway, Yolanda Hadid, so now she's in there, right? Quits Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, that show's now on there, to bring back privacy to her life after dramatic season that documented her divorce and accusations she was faking illness. And she has lines of these, and that's real. Victoria Beckham, she's now interested in there, shows a hint of side boob and flash of leg as she flaunts her sartorial sass, whatever, for cover of Vogue Korea striking shoot. A mellow day, Rumor Willis, who's now there, right, dresses down in a gray maxi dress as she hangs out with a friend in West Hollywood, taking a break from the presidential campaign. Catherine Zeta-Jones's daughter, Karis, is her doppelganger as the pair arrive in London with Michael Douglas and son Dylan family trip. All these people are now in the files, right? Stephen Colbert appears Trump to Nazi as he draws a swastika on chalkboard while trying to figure out Obama's response to Orlando massacre. Grieving Adam Levine is pictured playing golf in first outing since Christina Grimmie's death after offering to pay for the Voice star's funeral. I didn't know about that. But anyway, does Northwest have her own glam squad? Kim Kardashian hires daughter $5,000 a week team, including hairstylist and manicurist. I didn't know about the Adam Levine deal. Anyhow, the smiles back. Demi Lovato appears happy at airport while looking chic in olive coat as she recovers from Wilmer Valderrama shock split. War classic combo. Again, now all these people are listed in here for this clickbait crap. I'm not killing off Harrison Ford. Now, poor Harrison Ford. I don't know what he did. And when I say, oh, now these people are listed, I have no idea if they did anything actual, factual, right? I'm just telling you that they're innocent because they're on this frickin' internet article, right? Let's see. I'm not killing off Harrison Ford. Steven Spielberg reveals he won't end Indiana Jones's life in next film as he gives a rare interview. Good news for Ford. So I'll start with the top. Trump with the late night talk show host, and then Gigi Hadid, and then Victoria Beckham, and then who is that? Oh yeah, wait, hang on. Rumor Willis, that's right. Rumor Willis, Catherine Zeta-Jones, and is that, no, it's just her. Oh, son Dylan might be in there. No, I don't think so. And then Stephen Colbert is here doing that thing. Adam Levine, then poor Christina Remy, rest in peace. Her name is in there, but she's not pictured. Northwest, right here. So this is Adam Levine. He's playing golf. Northwest and Kim Kardashian. And then down here is going to be Demi Lovato. And then below that, so here's Demi Lovato. And then there's Spielberg and Harrison. Crazy town banana pants, ain't it? So let's take a break from that and see if I can get through this real quick. And I'll hit up the other article. So case 18, TAC 2868, document 27889, 2019, 2628230, page 2250648. Where did I learn that? I think Virginia had told me that there was a lady in the spa area named Ms. Maxwell. I don't know her. I couldn't tell you what she looked like. But just as she said, Ms. Maxwell said she can't get me a job with Jeffrey Epstein, who is a friend of Donald Trump. So can or can't? Okay, but she said, Ms. Maxwell said she can't get me a job with Jeffrey Epstein. She can get me a job with Jeffrey, who is a friend of Donald Trump. So I figured, well, he was a good guy or whatever, you know, and that she was going to learn massage therapy. When did Virginia tell you this? Oh, I can't tell you what date and time, but I don't remember. I understand. Did she tell you this while she was working at Mar-a-Lago? Yes, I mean, after she had been there for a little bit, you know, and then she told me, yes, that she could possibly get this other job. Okay, you know, so she worked at Mar-a-Lago for a few months. Ms. Edwards, form, period. The witness. I have no idea. I don't know how long she worked there. I don't remember. By Ms. Menninger. Case 18 TAC 2868, document 278 8/9/2019 to 6/2/8230, page 226 of 648. Answer, yes, it's not me. It's not to me. It's up to her. I think that's the way I told her, you know. Did you ever meet Jeffrey Epstein? Once. When was that? I dropped Virginia off at the house once, and he came out, and I met him and seemed just fine to me. I mean, you can't tell people by looking at them. I'm looking at you. You know what I mean? Because y'all think that you can tell it. You can't freaking tell it, right? You watch those shows, you're like, oh, what? If they are true about the story, you know, you're like, that's crazy. Anyway, can't tell people by looking at them. I mean, I know from, you know, what I've read that he's not a good guy, but you can't tell. You know, you don't even know your neighbors sometimes, you know. Do you remember about when you dropped Virginia off at his house that you met him? What do you mean? What is it about the same time Virginia started working with him? Yeah, was it later? I think it was about the same time she started, because I wanted to see where she was at, you know, and it was just a mansion down the street from, you know, Mar-a-Lago. So I didn't think twice about it. I didn't think nothing of it. He came out, he was very cordial, very nice, and it ends right there. Owen and Associates Court Reporters, P.O. Box 157, Ocala, Florida, 352-624-2258. Owens Associates at AOL.com. And again, you want to use those people because you can freaking read it. It looks like that. But yeah, you can't tell nobody. Like, get out of here. And don't know your neighbors. Come on. They're some of the most friendliest neighbors. And they turn out to be the most just low frequency people. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, so you can't judge a book by its cover. If you could, then there would not be any crime. Because, like, in your mind, it'd be like, danger, danger, nice person. You know what I mean? Anyway, don't go home. You can get you in a good channel. Till we meet again. Love you, mean it.